or want to take the opportunity to explain to you in this video what we believe StockFi is, how and why EDEL is the first product or the first product in this niche, and what other projects we see are going to be developed to make this narrative of StockFi bigger, right? Because there's so many interesting things that you can do with StockFi. Because imagine now you see all these news on the tokenizing stocks, X stocks tokenizing stocks, then X stocks being acquired, Coinbase doing something, Robinhood doing something, the New York Stock Exchange thinking about a 24/7, 365 tokenized stock exchange, right? There is so much happening, but this is all the first layer. They are all just bringing stocks on chain, right? But the beauty of DeFi and the reason why anyone who is using stablecoins or has been using stablecoins would never ever want to go back to holding dollars in their bank account is the whole ecosystem you get around your stables. You can put them here for lending, you can put them on a DEX to farm yield, you can use them as collateral, invest them into new stable coins that are earning yield by doing whatever crazy thing, right? You can send them around 365. All this ecosystem that we call DeFi, right? This is what makes stable coins so interesting. Now, for stocks, we anticipate the same thing to happen. EDEL, which is building the lending infrastructure for these assets, that's just the beginning, right? There is a whole array of products that can be built that make tokenized stocks even a better product, right? The same way stablecoins are a better product than dollars, tokenized stocks, thanks to StockFi, are going to become an even better product than legacy shares. And that's why we believe a lot of new funds, a lot of new money are going to flow into this market, right? That's where we see a new injection of liquidity into on-chain markets, right? So let me digest a little bit and let me dive into what StockFi products or what other products inside of StockFi will start to appear. Obviously, first thing, the one thing that comes to mind first is lending, right? You will be able to use your stocks as collateral, borrow stablecoins against it, take on loans, right? Build leverage systems, looping infrastructure, but the same way also in the other direction. You will be able to use treasury bills or stablecoins as collateral, borrow the stock in order to short it, right? And also to be able to build leveraged shorting positions. And this lending market, what EDEL is building, this is the core, the same way like Aave is the core of everything that's being built around it, right? You need to take a loan to invest it here. You need to hedge yourself by borrowing this asset, selling it on the market. This is what the lending infrastructure does. And for the first time in the world, Lombard loans and securities lending, which are Lombard loans a $4.5 trillion industry and securities lending a $2.5 trillion industry, are together in one platform, instant settlement, transparent, global accessibility, 24/7, 365 for the first time, right? That's the core of StockFi, lending and borrowing. After that, with this base infrastructure, you will be able to earn delta neutral yields, have looping strategies on your stocks. You will be able to do options trading on stocks, completely decentralized, right? Where you don't need an account here, an account there, you pay ridiculous fees, but you will have one marketplace or even multiple marketplace where you can compare the fees, you can compare and choose the best venue, the best avenue for you to do these kinds of transactions. This is trillions of dollars of volume that suddenly can just flow freely, right? You can do lending in the first minute, go on an options platform, do the second thing, right? And not need to, okay, I do my stocks here, I deposit it there. Oh, I need to do options here, you need to deposit money here, do your options here, and if you want to rebalance, it doesn't work. This is all going to be something in the past. Now, in my opinion, one of the most interesting things after the lending use case, which I think is the base fundamental infrastructure, you will have things like vault technology, right? Imagine how much money it costs currently to issue an ETF, right? It's so expensive to issue an ETF. You need to be regulated, licensed, you need to pay fee here, fee there, annual audit there. Only big institutions are able to do that. And now imagine, why is BlackRock the most valuable company in the world? Why does BlackRock own everything in the world? Not because they are this evil company in the background. They just kind of invented the ETF, right? The ETF or ETFs, that hasn't been around since forever. Since 20, 30 years, BlackRock was like, okay, let's create a basket of stocks and people invest in it, and then it's rebalanced. That's why BlackRock owns that much. It's not they own it, but their ETFs, where everyone is investing in, they own this kind of size of assets, right? Now imagine if you can open an ETF, I can open an ETF, everyone can do that, right? People all the time have interesting investment theses and ideas, right? Now imagine if everyone can open a vault. The same way on Hyperliquid you have vaults where you can trade, right? Although on Hyperliquid you're going to be in plus a long time and then suddenly you go down to zero because you're just leverage trading. That's the nature of leverage trading. Everyone at some point gets liquidated, even the best traders. But here with stocks, you can create interesting portfolios based on your research, and have other people invest in your strategies. You can use that token, that vault token, as collateral in the lending market. You will be able to do so many cool things with this technology. And this, again, this is not RWA, this is not DeFi, this is StockFi, right? This is like, maybe there is a better word for it, but you understand what I'm saying. There is going to be so many products that are building on top of each other. Someone builds a new ETF, uses it as collateral here, borrows dollars here, invests them there, right? Like you can build completely new financial systems or financial or investment strategies, right? That are interoperable, that talk to each other, where money can flow between each other, right? And things that not even the most sophisticated hedge funds and banks are able to do right now. This is the power of StockFi. And then obviously, last but not least, you will have products that feel like Robinhood, right? And other investing applications like Revolut, like eToro, where you can do payments, use your stocks as collateral, only borrow when you want to pay something, right? All in a mega clean mobile user interface that someone can just download, top up some money. They don't even understand that it's decentralized, that the money is not held by a single party, right? It just works, and it's just a better product, right? You have, the product is just better, right? You're free to do whatever. You're not dependent on what your platform is allowing you to do, what they don't allow you to do. You can just do whatever you want, right? And you allow anyone in the world that has a brain and a computer to create new infrastructure, right? That might be a lot better than what banks come up with in 10 years with $10 billion of budget, right? So yeah, this is my little excursion into StockFi, and we believe that EDEL is at the forefront of StockFi, defining that term, and we're super happy to be able to welcome new companies, new ideas, new builders to join StockFi and build key financial infrastructure that people all over the world can use, right, to earn money, to build wealth long term. Thanks everyone for watching. We see each other in the next video. Until then, have a good one. Bye bye.